longtime team. I am Richie Flores, the president of the National Beat Baseball Association. Super glad to sit in with our play-by-play extraordinaire, Rosina Foster. So she's going to give you the lineups here. So thank you everybody for listening in, tuning in tonight. We're going to have a great game here between the Gateway Archers and the Chicago Comets.
Chicago Comets look like a Rich Schultz, Dustin Youngren, Juan Gonzalez, Bill Landrum, then Giovanni Francesi, Juan Gonzalez, then Alex Gamino. Daniel Hernandez will be their designated fielder. As we heard from Richie earlier, the Gateway Archers did win the coin toss and took that home team advantage. Archers wearing their white jerseys with their beautiful blue and pink arch with the arrow through it. Comets wearing their red, blue, and white jerseys. Both of them looking a little dirty from all the playtime today, sliding on this grass, but we're just about ready to go with Rich Schultz at the plate.
The Chicago Comets played a 10-inning game earlier today in the hot sun against the New Jersey Titans. Bill Landrum walked that off, 12-11. Let's see what Rich Schultz can do here in this first play, though.
Ball just over the bat.
Pitching Chad Perry, longtime pitcher.
Set, ready, pitch.
And it's going to be a short little pop-up foul to the right.
Rich Schultz usually likes to hit it to the first base side of the field, so right field. Longtime leader of the Chicago Comets. Maybe been playing longer than me.
Ready, pitch.
Ball high over the center of the bat.
All right, he's got 3 strikes on him. Remember, you get 4 strikes in beat ball here, so Rich gets a good shot at one more shot here.
And it's going to be a bouncing grounder to the right. Kyle Bora just going under his arm as Rich runs for third. Mark Morris over there backing up and has it out. Mark Morris for the put out in mid-right. Coming over from his position on the left. This will have Dustin Youngren up to the plate with his big, thick knee pads. Dustin coming a long way from where he first started. You can definitely tell that practice has been paying off.
Dustin Youngren also very skilled at hitting home runs with Chad Perry at the pitch. They already hit one this year. He hit one against the Indy Thunder yesterday. That is Dustin Youngren with a second home run in his World Series career, I believe. Definitely the first one this year. Jordan Simpson is our umpire, plate umpire. Wayne Simpson is our base operator. Trisha Cramp, scorekeeper. Thank you to all our volunteers for helping us play this game.
Dustin tightening his knee strap there, taking just a moment out before the pitch. The ball just underneath the bat as he stops to reattach that strap on his knee pad again. It's coming loose.
Really cool to be playing at 6 p.m. here at Glen Ed West Soccer Complex.
Temperature doesn't feel like 6 o'clock, but it is.
Still a little warm, but it's not as warm as it was at 12 when we had a heat advisory and had to move some games over to tonight.
Just a hair over the center of the bat. Dustin relining up his bat right up along front, as well as retying that knee pad is really giving him some issues.
Well, I mean, it's just so humid here. It's probably just the sweat that just kind of keeps on adjusting that Velcro.
Ooh, just underneath again.
3 strikes on Dustin Youngren here.
Chad with a quick throw of his
Again,
head
here we
as
are.
he comes back.
To the fourth opportunity for this adapted sport for blind people here. Again, the hope is to get a hit and get to a base before someone could field that ball. Dustin gets one more shot at this here. Rich scored on the first strike.
Ready, pitch.
And
Oh,
just
and he
over the
strikes
top,
out.
and that is going to be
That's
an
tough.
out.
That's a tough one.
Still no runs up on the board as Bill Landrum steps up to the plate. Bill standing right on top of home plate as he finds the front and aligns his bat. A left-handed batter.
Again, Bill Landrum in the 10th inning walked off the New Jersey Titans this morning, or earlier this afternoon, in a 10-inning game to remain.
It's a long game.
Set. Ready, pitch.
Just on the outside edge of the bat.
Both of these teams are still in the winning side of the double elimination bracket. Looking to keep it rolling here.
Pitch.
Just underneath. Chad wiping off his arms.
Set. Ready, pitch.
Just a hair under the bat.
Out of the gate, boys. Let's go. Make a play.
Bill has also hit home runs in his career.
Set. Ready, pitch.
And just underneath, that's going to be another strike as Chad pulls that face mask off and they head to get ready to go out to the field as the
Yeah.
Archers hurry it in out of the heat.
3 up, 3 down, and 2 Ks there. Pretty tough start for the Comets. The Archers, I mean, you've seen them play a couple times already, Rosina. They've been hitting the ball pretty
The
good, so
Archers
you
have
can't
been
give them a
really
0.
on top, both their offense and their defense this year that I've seen.
Who's the lineup for the Archers, Rosina?
So our lineup on the Archers is going to be Mark Morris, Zion Prince, Ethan Johnston, Rich Crussell, Kyle Bora, and Steve Patton, with Doug Biggins being the designated fielder. Have a quick huddle over on the left. Just a group together for the Archers before coming up to bat as the Comets head out to the field.
What's going on with the folks' uniforms tonight?
So the Comets are wearing those red and blue ones with quite a bit of grass staining on most of their gray pants. Archers wearing their pretty white jerseys with the pink and blue arch and the arrow going through it. Mark Morris with black sleeves and leggings on and bright yellow gloves as he's at home plate. That hole is still pretty deep there next to home plate on field 5. And there's a very peculiar dip going from home plate over to third base that at least one runner has tripped. As you just about come up out of that swell and you think you're up, it kind of goes down about a step again. It's a little bit tricky footing there going towards third base.
Mike Curtis, the pitcher for the Gateway Archers, has been such a great improvement in the last few years. I mean, in the championship game last year. Big wins here already at this World Series. Lots of runs being scored off of his pitch. And Mark Morris.
Phenomenal defense this year.
Phenomenal defense, phenomenal base running, speed.
Set.
Just underneath.
Got this, Mark. Let's go, babe.
It's the bottom of the first, still a 0-0 game. And it's going to be a bouncing grounder over into center right. And Danny Hernandez picking that up, sliding
Daniel
over.
Hernandez, defensive specialist for the Comets, shows it there. Number 40.
It's scooping right over from
It's not
center.
easy to get Mark Morris out. No matter, even if he puts it on the ground up front, you have to be a good defender, be quick with the hands, and yeah, no doubter he got him out there. And Mark Morris is quick to that base, and Danny made a good play.
Zion Prince
Zion
with
Prince.
bright pink batting gloves and teal arm sleeves as he points his bat at the bases during the base checks.
Zion. I've never seen him this far up in the lineup, but he's made some improvements.
It's going to be a grounder over to left. Rich Schultz as he runs for first. Rich getting down on his hands. He's got to get a hold, and he's got it. Rich Schultz. Over in left.
Playing some defense as well. They're playing it on right. They're playing it on left, and this is what you got to do to the Archers here to stay in this ball game. They've got 2 putouts.
Zion was in the 4 position in their game yesterday, and now he's moved up to the number 2 spot, at least for today. But right now we have Ethan Johnston up at the plate, loosening his shirt a little bit.
These Glenette fields, I played on them yesterday, and they're very defensive friendly, so makes it a pretty even game if you have good defense on both sides of the plate there, or good on both teams, and which these guys have.
It's gonna be a grounder over into center left. Dustin Youngren over there with it, gobbling it up.
3 up,
Dustin,
3 down.
1, 2, 3, and that ends our first inning as we head to the top of the second. Still a 0-0 game.
0-0 with 3 straight putouts in different parts of the field, on the left, on the right, in the mid.
Good. It's been everywhere. The defense has really been covering. Comets coming back up. Both teams are going to be determined to put those runs up on the board. Still basically starting from ground zero with a clean slate. Archers huddled up on the third base side before they go out to take the field. That heat is blistering. Most of the clouds have moved down to just the horizon, and that sun is a killer when there is absolutely no breeze to speak of. Very hot, stagnant air.
Giovanni, I think, is up.
Giovanni should be the next one coming up, and he's getting a hold of his bat now.
Giovanni Franchi's another longtime member of the Comets, former MVP in my 2008, if I remember, in Houston. So he's got some all-star appearances, and he could still hit a mean ball. I played against him in the regional tournaments this year, and really impressed with Giovanni and how he's another one of these leaders like Rich Schultz, like Bill Landrum, to kind of bring some of these young cats like Dustin Youngren into the fold.
Wing.
Yeah, under their wing. It's really awesome to see the Comets chemistry, the family oriented, and it doesn't hurt when you have a great pitcher like Chad Perry.
Chad getting a couple practice tosses in there with his full face helmet and mask in blue to match his knee-high blue socks. Giovanni coming up to the plate. They had the sound off just a moment ago from the Archers out in the field. And just nicking that, and it rolling right over the top of the center of the bat.
You always know Giovanni's swinging hard because he makes that grunt when he swings that bat.
Just underneath. Chad also has a quick exhale before each pitch.
This is tough. It's been probably about 10 straight pitches now that no contact with the Comets.
And a bouncing grounder over on the right. Kyle Bora laying down. It's bouncing around. He's got a hold of it, and that's going to be an out for Kyle Bora.
Kyle Bora with his put out and the right, short right. Giovanni Franchise, you can't put that on the ground. Giovanni, probably has lost a little bit of speed in the years, but you got to be fast to get to that base if you hit it, 80
down
feet.
on the ground.
Yeah, 80 feet.
That's going to be Juan Gonzalez.
Especially on these fields. All right, Juan Gonzalez. I'm glad to see him in the lineup. We didn't see him at a regional tournament this year, so I'm glad he didn't give up beat ball. He's actually here, and he's actually in a big game. Juan Gonzalez.
And a high pop-up. I believe that's going to be foul on the third base side. Oh, a little stomp with his foot as he realized that was foul before he turned around to come back.
Probably
it's
the
all good.
best sounding hit so far. Even though it went foul, that Chad is connected with here.
Little smile from Juan there as he resets up at home plate.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And it's going to be foul on the right, over
yeah.
towards the camera tent this time. Just got to
Okay.
split that and put it right down the lines.
Yeah, it's fouled it both ways. Let's try to get it down the center here.
Waiting for that ball to return. Jordan has gone over to get that from the bench. And tossing it back into Chad.
Another good name I'm seeing here on this roster, Jimmy Ping, catching for Mike Curtis. I didn't know that. I'll look and see who's catching for the Chicago.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Emerson Barrett.
Emerson Bennett. Yeah. Shout out to the catchers in the league. Sometimes.
And I believe the star next to her name means she's a minor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Chad's pitched to a few of his kids before, for sure, catching. Here we go.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Just over the top, and that's going to be an
another-
out. As we still sit 0-0 at the top of the second. Alex Gamino rounding off the Comets batting order.
All right, Alex Camino.
He's got some black arm sleeves with heavy padding on the elbows. He is definitely ready for some sliding and being on that ground after the ball.
Also very good at defense, and yeah, this year they're putting him in the lineup here, so he's probably showed some promise in the speed and the mechanics and batting. So batting in the 6-hole.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And he knocks it a line drive down over into last. Mark Morris lining up, just sliding behind it, scooping it up. That's a Mark Morris special right there.
Put out, but at least he put it in play. I'm glad to see that they're making some connection. They were struggling with that. You know, one other K again. So that's
We still
Three
sit at
strikeouts.
0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Archer's coming back in. I haven't seen the Archers with nothing up on the board at this point because their second round at bat. I'm sure things are going to be changing.
I want to shout out to Orlando Gonzalez, the head coach of the Gateway Archers. We also got a few spotters on there, like Erin Frazier. Or no, she's a scorekeeper, actually.
She's
Erin.
scorekeeping
Yeah,
for
Erin.
them today.
She is their scorekeeper. Yeah, the Archers have a nice big roster here. A lot of folks here with Orlando Gonzalez and Mike Curtis working together here. Jason Frazier, also coaching the Mind's Eye Radio CEO, which is, you know, together with the St. Louis Lighthouse, a big reason and probably the biggest reason in sponsorship for hosting the World Series. So give them some love and thanks from the National Beat Baseball Association.
Oh, Mike.
It is, I mean, I'm sitting here
Sweating
and
like
it
crazy.
is very humid. I can only imagine what these players and these pitchers, you know, the pitchers are there
Just standing out there as well.
every batter. You know, at least the batters could go under the tent. And,
Well, the
drink some-
pitchers also are under the tent while
Well, I guess while they're
in
batting, yeah,
defense.
so they get a little bit of a break. But, jeez,
Got Mike Curtis pitching, and this time we have Jason Frazier catching.
Jason Frazier's catching.
Yep, he is
Okay.
right now. Rich Crussell up at the plate.
Rich Crussell,
His
Native of
pink
St.
and
Louis.
Blue gloves. And just underneath that swing.
Set.
And just rolling off the top of the bat.
still 0-0 here, bottom of the second. Ball game's moving pretty fast.
And it's going to roll off the top again, right back to Jason.
Go 2-8.
Spotter Christina asking for them to hold the ball up to make sure they can hear it.
Here we go.
Yes, I think it's Melissa Casillas and Christina Smurr spotting
It's
out
going to be
there.
a short pop-up. That is going to be foul.
3 straight fouls here, so making the contact. Just got to push it towards. You got to go 40 feet for it to be fair here in beat baseball. Or, you know, keep it within the lines, of course. But so far, 3 foul balls for Rich Schultz. Still using that 4th strike to help him get this run.
And line drive out into left. Dustin Youngren laying down. It's gone through his hands, and Rich is
There
at third,
is a
taking it out with
first.
his feet. And we finally get a run on the board. Rich Crussell of the Archers.
Rich Crussell makes it 1-0.
Bringing up Kyle Bora, a nice heavy hitter for the Archers. Feeling the hole there at home plate. You could hear him commenting on that.
I know take a ball out of boy. Yeah, I know take a ball out of space.
You're fine. You forget it's not the end of the world.
Let's go 94, kick in the door.
Okay, so we start off with a run in the bottom of the second to give the Archers a lead here, and
Asking for a new ball.
yeah, new ball being asked for.
Sweat dripping off of Jordan's face there as she comes out to swap balls.
And the ball still sounded pretty good to me. I mean, maybe it just needed a tone change a little bit. It's not dead, but that one's louder for sure. So, and that's the thing. You know, sometimes these balls, they don't die, but we hit them so hard that the tone will change. And that's you know, that'll affect
play.
the defense. Yeah, so we got a loud one in there right now. Shout out to Alfonso Madrano, who provided the beat baseballs, or built the beat baseballs that MBBA is using for this
It's
tournament.
going to be a line drive over to the left to Dustin Youngren, past his arms though, and Kyle again third. It's just like an instant replay. Now it's 2-0 Archers. Still
Daniel Hernandez, if they don't get a shot at it, then I wouldn't say they're picking on Dustin, but that's 2 runs scored in his direction. Those are pretty hard hit balls.
Steve Patton up for the Archers.
Steve Patton,
Bright pink Archers pink belt on.
he has made some strides this year in the regional scene. It's good to see him here at the World Series in a meaningful game for the Archers. I believe hit a home run in one of the regional tournaments, which was pretty cool.
Steve did?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Here we go, baby. Set.
And just under the bat.
Set.
Again, just under and on the inside.
Set.
And it's going to be a nice fly ball over into Dustin. Bounce. Oh, we lost control of it, but now he's got it. He
Way
got
to
it.
recover,
He
Dustin.
almost would have had a one bouncer, but no, he dropped it and recaught that. So that out, making up for those other two.
Well,
Dustin
that's a
Youngren.
pro. You know, that's a professional. He's a professional b-ball player now. You know, he had 2 hard shots missed, and then probably the hardest hit ball, in my opinion, right now. That sounded hard hit. Able to, if it bounced over his body or bounced near him, recover and still get it. You know, but Steve Patton also, that's the thing, is he doesn't have this Mark Morris speed that's up here. But the Chicagoans shut that down too. So they shut down the speed and they've shut down the power. Good job.
All right, Mark.
Back to Mark Morris here.
Bases, please.
Pastime, Danny. Set.
Just over the top of the bat. Lucky number 13 there. I don't know about anybody else, but 13's a good number for me.
I like my 0.
And a high pop-up. Let's see if that'll be fair. It's just barely fair.
That is
And
too
Danny
much.
coming up on that. And up, he is there.
That's a
That
safe.
gives Archers another run. Mark Morris, Speedy Gonzalez there.
Well, and giving yourself about 4 seconds of hang time with that ball.
Gets him
Drop
more than
his-
halfway there.
Yeah, with his speed. And then it drops it a little over the foul line, you said, right? That 40-foot
Yeah, it
line.
was
So
just up past her about 5-8 feet.
I would say that's one of the best or perfect beat ball hits. If you can manage to do that all the time, that's a good place to put the ball.
Zion Prince for the Archers.
Zion.
3-0, bottom of the second. Archers lead.
Yeah, Zion got put out last time, so
Set.
he puts it in play.
And, oh, nice line drive right up the middle, past everyone. They're scrambling
That's
for
gone.
it, and he's going for first. Takes it out with his
Wow,
right
there we
arm
go.
and a clothesline move. Taking
opening it
the
up.
Archers now to a 4-run lead. Zion come running back quite happy. And Ethan Johnston going to the plate. Bill Landrum finally bringing that ball up.
Let's go. Lock in, baby.
And I have a feeling they're going to be asking for a new ball.
Let's go, money. Let's go, 2-1.
We've got 1 out, 4 in for the Gateway Archers.
Keep it up, man.
And then Ethan Johnston.
Let's go, money. Check in.
Faces, please.
First and third.
Ethan got put out as well last time, so he did put it in play.
Set.
And just rolling off the top of the bat. He's getting a little bit of a warble to that ball.
Set.
Short pop-up foul, and Jason almost catching it, but not quite.
Squeeze it, baby. Squeeze it. I think
Dale would have got that.
Booker would have caught that one. It'd be easy, Jay. Use on 21.
Everybody likes to tease the catchers when they can't catch it in the air there. Teammates, and there's another strike. That's 3 strikes on Ethan Johnson.
Set.
And a nice hard fly ball over to Dustin Youngren, laying down just past his toes as Ethan runs for first. And
That's a
that is
run.
like a train now for the Archers as they scratch up another run, making it 5-0, bottom of the second. They're just on a non-stop crazy train ride.
Richie Schultz, he's the one who started the train.
Rich Crussell.
Richie Crussell, that's right. 2 Richies on 2 teams and 1 in the booth.
Too many Richies.
That's too many Richies in this game here. But, okay, yeah, Rich Crussell, he got this started.
And Jordan heading out to the field to see if they are ready.
Faces, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Set.
And that one's going to be foul
Foul
on
to
the left. As Rich Schultz was coming up ready to gobble that up.
You got a piece launching now, baby.
Yeah, Mike Curtis is getting into a groove, at least at hitting some good parts of the bats here to get the ball in the air.
Set.
And a little early on that, and it dropped under the swing.
Video, Daniel. You're out of video. Set.
Just nicking that back towards Jason.
Set.
And bouncing
Put it in the
grounder,
ground.
toss. Rich Schultz
Towards
coming
Rich
up on
Schultz.
that, and he's got a hold of it. That's an
Rich
out by
Schultz.
Rich Schultz.
Richie gets Richie.
I'll say Rich
How
gets
about
Rich.
that?
Come up, Kyle. 25.
Russell with a put out, or gets put out by Schultz, and now we have 2 outs.
Kyle Bora coming up.
5 in. Bora scored the run as well last time. So
Orlando making sure.
Still needs water.
Going to be running some water out onto the Comets defense field. Gio taking some jugs of water out for Bill Landrum.
right. Whoops. I should do the same if I reach for mine and knock it off the table, but I'll take a couple sips.
That would have been a fumble.
It is very humid out here, I will say that again. But we have 2 of the top teams that have prepared all season to play in these games. And rain or shine,
They're ready
hot
to
or
go.
cold, they're going to come in and play.
Bill not only getting a good swig of that, but pouring some of it on his neck and shoulders. Dustin getting a good hearty swig.
Good.
Everybody, if you are out here, please definitely stay hydrated. And we appreciate all those volunteers who are running water, beat balls, bases, or people back and forth from field to field. We really appreciate everything that those volunteers do. Give them a great big shout out.
Oh, for sure. And all coordinated by our tournament director and first vice president, Cassie Hopkins. She has a big crew that is really helping us keep the games moving, keep everybody happy, and
Allowing everybody to play the game they love. Kyle Bora back up to the plate now. Mike trying to stomp down a little bit of the uneven wholeness out of the pitcher's mound. There's such a huge difference in the home plate, the sides left and right. But the home plate itself literally is tilted on edge on this field.
yeah, that happened to me in some other field where you're batting from the left side. Here we go.
It's going to be a grounder, but it is foul,
Foul
on
ball.
the left.
Like where I was batting as a right-handed batter, I felt like a slope going down, so it wasn't like a flat ground. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a massive hole on
We-
this.
We play in soccer fields for beat baseball, and sometimes they're not as flat as as they need to be, especially when we're
Not using
not
any
playing
vision.
soccer. We're playing beat ball. So we work with all the cool stuff we got.
And
And
that's
that's a
going
good
to be
hit.
foul also
Oh,
on the
man.
third base side.
That hit the base?
Just barely, about 6 inches off of third base.
I thought I heard it hit the bag.
Sailed
That's
right
funny. Mm-hmm.
past it. Kept right on going over to the main tent that houses all our tables and chairs. Between 5 and 4. Ball coming back up to Mike Curtis.
Another shout out to SIUE. They had their chancellor come and talk to our at the opening ceremonies, give a little speech to us, and says that this will not be the last time we're going to play beat baseball on campus. So we might have some more beat ball played here in some form or fashion. Definitely the Archers could probably play here anytime they want. Oh,
On the
there's
inside.
Oh, is that a? Oh, it's a 3 strikes only. Okay. Oh, still foul tips.
Still 5-0, the bottom of the second. Archers leading.
Mr. Mike Curtis knows his batters well. He's getting all kinds of contact. Not very clean on any strikes here.
Bouncing grounder right inside the line. Rich Schultz
Rich
running
Schultz.
over, jumped on it, but it's gone past him. Dustin coming to back him up, and he has touched
Makes a
third,
run.
and that is a run for Kyle Bora.
That makes it 6-0.
6-0 for the Archers, with Steve Patton finishing up their lineup. Our Comets moving a little slower back out of their position. They've been in this heat out there. They've already had to get water taken out. It is brutal.
Hit a big, powerful hit to mid-left, and I believe that's where Dustin Youngren put him out last time. So let's see if he could get it past the mid-level with his power. Because, again, remember, they got out the speed, and then they got out the power. He was the power.
They've moved Bill Landrum over behind Dustin also now. It's a strike. Yeah, short little pop-up foul. Yeah, it's definitely leaving that center backfield wide open. And he slams it over, line drive into left. Dustin laying down just past his fingertips again. Bill right there, and Bill's got... let's see what they're going to call that.
I heard out or safe. What was the original?
I saw both on the hands. I'm going to wait and get on that because that was split second
Very
with Bill
close.
backing him up.
But what a good thought.
And it
to
looks
move.
like I think they're calling that out because Comets are heading in.
Yeah. Okay, I put out by
so
Bill
that would be
Landrum
Bill Landrum with the put out there.
with that strategic move to move him right behind Dustin. That was a
That
good
is-
move. I don't know. I would guess that Chad Perry or maybe the two spotters are now the coach. I don't see a coach on the roster for the
For
Comets.
the Comets. They're all maybe just kind of pitching in together.
Yeah, they're all
on
kind of
that.
working together, and that was a good move to do that. And, you know, Dustin was struggling a little bit there
He was throwing himself down, but it was just past the fingertips.
to give him some support with Bill.
Comets
Worked.
now in off the field.
To stop the bleeding, as they say.
They're headed into the top of the third. Archer's leading 6-0. Going to go defend that lead, while the Archer Comets are desperate to get up on the board. They don't want to wait too late in this game, especially with the Archers having that last at bat.
49.
So we should start back at the top with Rich Schultz, huh? I think so.
Yes,
Demetrius.
Rich is getting his batting gloves on currently.
Wayne said hi to you before and you ignored him.
What's up, Timo? How you doing?
Taking a few pitches or a few tosses here between.
Demo not even in
Courtesy
uniform.
catch.
Oh, nope, he is.
Oh,
Chad getting several tosses in there. Mark Morris loosening up out there in center right, as Rich is a left-handed batter.
yes.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And ball a little high up over that by a few inches.
Mark Moore's got him out last time, so let's see if he hits it the same way. Got to get it past Mark.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And just a little on the outside, but almost right on.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And rolling right up
Whoa,
over
almost came to
on
us.
top of the scorekeeper's table.
Was that Trisha? Yeah. Hey, good work.
And I caught it.
Good work. Our scorekeeper. Good hands.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And
Oh,
high again up
that's
over that.
okay.
That's going to be an out for Rich Schultz.
Rich
Bringing
Schultz.
Dustin Youngren up, and Mark Morris immediately moving over to the left. Dustin aligning his bat along with the front of home plate, casually kneeling and waiting. Chad telling him to come on, let's get it done.
That's not a usual thing for him, so expect him to put the ball or the bat on the ball this at bat.
There's a lot of whoosh.
Mm-hmm.
And bat up over his head, then bringing it back down at the ready. And a high pop fly, toss that bat just a little bit, drops down right in front of Mark. He's just got to grab it. He's on it, and he's got it.
Mark Morris puts him out. Somebody called a dead ball in the defense. They couldn't hear it on the right side, but it didn't matter because Mark Morris still heard it.
Might not have heard it because his body was dropping on it.
Yeah.
Bill Landrum
with another put up. Good to see Dustin get a hit, though.
That was out, correct, Jordan?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yes. Oh, like the play out. Yes. Sorry, I thought you meant is this ball like out?
Oh. He was almost to the base. The first baseman tried to call him safe, but
all right, Bill Landrum's got to break this seal here. And
top of the third, still 6-0 for the Archers.
get the runs going for the Comets here. Yeah, still Chad and the Comets still struggling to put that ball past the midpoint of that Archer defense.
And it's going to drop straight down and right between Bill's feet, going foul. And a little low for a strike.
All right,
Getting a
made some
tip of
contact
that
there.
and rolling off. And nice little grounder right up the middle, but Mark is right there
Mark's
laying down, and he's already, went past it. Now he's recovered and got it. Mark Morris.
Mark Morris with another put out, making it another 3-up, 3-down inning. That's 3 in a row for the Comets, not able to put on in any runs.
That is definitely very painful, and it is almost, I don't want to say it's definitely past the point of no return, but it's getting more and more difficult to recover from.
Well, let's see. The Archers got 6 in the last inning, so
They didn't get any in the first, so it is possible for Comets to hold them. Comets headed out onto the field as we head to the bottom of the third.
then we should start with Morris.
He is busy putting his gloves on.
I thought you had a blindfold. She is the umpire. She is blind.
Mike getting his face mask on. Last one to be Alex Gamino out on the field as he was readjusting his headband. Now heading out onto the field as Mark Morris now makes his way to home plate.
Mark Morris got put out once and he scored one, so let's see what he does at his third at bat here. The Archers to extend this lead. Archer bench is on the third base side, and our first base side with their bench.
Along with Graham Athena just past the Comets.
Yeah, shout out to Graham Athena again, our videographer for the live streams.
Mark getting a taste of that as it rolls over the top of the bat.
Shout out to Katie Medina, who's kind of the tournament director at the other fields in
complex.
Reiniger.
And it's going to be a grounder, Rich Schultz. It's just past his fingertips. Dustin laying down, and he has it.
Put
Dustin
out
Youngren.
on Mark Morris. That's a good put out for Youngren.
Yeah, he almost didn't make that. Mark was right at that base. Just Dustin had control of it just as he was getting to the base. Zion Prince.
Okay, Zion Prince scored.
John Walker walking back around from the Comet side, coming around back to third base Archer's bench. And a hard line drive. Oh, bouncing off of Richie's hands and his head, going past Dustin, and he's gonna be
He's
safe.
too fast.
Zion Prince. Archers add another one to the board. 7-0, bottom of the third.
I don't know who's faster, Mark Morris or Zion Prince. But
Well, we're gonna have to have that fastest man contest
we've had-
again.
two of them, you know, I guess hit the same kind of ball there, and Zion got to the base, but that also that all bounced off of Rich Schultz, so as you said, so that might have definitely
deflected
redirected
it,
out of the way.
and so it was off for Dustin to back him up. Ethan Johnson at the plate.
Ethan also scored and been put out.
Foul ball over to the right, just past Jordan's feet.
Demo's going in for Zion.
Okay.
Who's going in?
I heard that Demo will be going in for Zion. That's a substitution coming in.
It's going to be fouled. And a thank you to Orlando for letting us know on that
Yeah,
future upcoming substitution.
Probably will wait until Zion's up to bat again. So,
Yeah, it's
or actually, I think he's already made the change. I heard him talk to scorekeeper too. So,
nice pop fly over into right. Alex
Wow.
Camino trying to
Great
get to
hit
that.
by
It's
Ethan.
past him, and Ethan Johnson
there.
is going to be safe. Now that's 2 for them in this inning, bringing the Archers up to an 8-0 game. Chicago's still struggling to get on the board, and this will be Rich Crussell up at the plate.
that was a good high pop up as well. I heard a couple people say over, and if you give that ball some air, Ethan's still pretty fast down that line, and good work for Ethan to keep this train rolling, or to get it rolling again for the Archers.
Rich Crussell.
Crussell,
See if he can not shoot it over to Rich Schultz.
yeah,
And it's going to be a grounder down the middle.
It might
They're
be.
scrambling for it, and
Got it.
I believe that was Danny Hernandez. with the out.
Danny. Yeah, we can't put it in front of Danny.
Alex Camino was coming up to back him up, but Danny did get that.
Defensive fielder, which is Danny Hernandez on this team, but in the Archer team, Doug Biggins, I forgot to mention it,
And
he's
Doug was
out there
playing
too.
in deep right, is where they had put Doug for today.
Yeah. And I assume he was batting for Patton, right? I think that's what you mentioned. Yeah.
Kyle Bora.
Oh, Bora. Oh, Kyle
He's
Bora's
up
up.
right
Bora,
now.
Bora's up. Yeah, here we go. Bora.
And it's going to be foul on the left, going right over the top of third before dropping. Sweat is literally pouring off of these players out there. It's not even a drip anymore.
Richie, 1-2, baby, swinging early.
Mike getting control back of the ball and headed back out to the pitcher's mound.
Bora's 1 for 1. See if we could stay hot here.
Nice grounder over to the left, just past Danny, just past Rich Schultz. Dustin laying down. Has he got it? Dustin Youngren.
Dustin Youngren gets the out. Good job. He's gotten both putouts, I think.
So that is going to end the third as we get ready to head to the top of the fourth. Both teams will be taking a 5-minute safety break to rehydrate, rest, get out of the sun. And while we're doing that, let's take a listen to some of our sponsors.
Vision Corps is proud to be a home run club sponsor for the National Beat Baseball Association World Series Game of the Day. Vision Corps hires with the belief that vision loss shouldn't be a barrier to personal and economic independence. Join a championship caliber team with Vision Corps. We offer remote and on-site positions with our professional service department. Get started by emailing jobs@visioncorps.net. Blind Institute of Technology is proud to be a home run club sponsor for the National Beat Baseball Association World Series Game of the Day. Is your business stuck in a slump? Still struggling with outdated systems while the competition runs up the score? Step up to the plate with Blind Institute of Technology, the MVP behind equitable training and job placement, digital accessibility consulting, and Salesforce expertise. Through their federally registered apprenticeship program, BIT trains and places professionals with disabilities into high-impact Salesforce and digital accessibility roles, helping businesses build a stronger team, more accessible systems, and a culture that wins. Visit blindit.org and let's build a better lineup together. Austin Lighthouse is proud to be a fan club sponsor for the National Beat Baseball Association World Series Game of the Day. Stepping up to the plate for Texans. For 50 years, Austin Lighthouse has been the MVP for Texans who are blind or visually impaired, helping them step up to the plate and build careers, develop skills, and live independently. With over 50% of our workforce being blind or visually impaired, we're proving that with the right coaching and teamwork, everyone can knock it out of the park. From job training, our spring training for success, to assistive technology, the high-tech gear that levels the playing field, Austin Lighthouse is all about creating opportunities and access because everyone deserves a fair shot at the big leagues. Every donation is like a walk-off hit, providing tools, training, and hope to those who need it most. Visit austinlighthouse.org to learn more.
We're back from that short little brief break. Thank you to those sponsors. We're back with the Comets versus the Archers as we head to the top of the fourth. Archers leading 8-0, still getting a little bit of rest there. And it's really kind of a family-run game here. Richie, as our president of the NBBA, tell us a little bit about how you got involved in beat baseball.
Well, you know, all the time when you get involved with anything blindness related, it's because of another blind person usually. And, you know, there was some mentoring going on with a friend of mine who was saying, hey, you should try to do some adapted sports. I play beat baseball. Adam Rodenbeck of the Indy Thunder now, but at that time in the mid-2000s, 2006 or so, he invited me to an Austin Blackhawk practice. He lived in Austin. He and I hung out a little bit and invited me to my first practice. I took a couple hacks off of a pitcher named Kevin Simpson. Some of you guys may have heard us mention Jordan Simpson and Wayne Simpson. He is the uncle to Jordan, the brother to Wayne, and that's how I got my start with the Austin Blackhawks. Going to my first practice, hitting a ball in kind of the first 3 or 4 pitches. I've never been able to do that in my life as a blind person, growing up totally blind due to cancer at the age of 3, reading Braille, using technology and all that kinds of stuff, using a cane. Never thought I'd ever swing a bat to a pitched ball and actually make contact. And once that happened, I was hooked, Rosina. I was hooked.
And the rest, as we say, is history.
Yeah. Lucky to have won a championship with the Austin Blackhawks in 2014. It took us about 8 years after my entrance into the league, but lots of fun. Good to be here. 19 World Series for me.
We do have the call back out to get this game started. Archers will head out into the field. Hopefully all our players are a little bit refreshed and ready to tackle on another 3 innings in this heat. It's still very hot out, but I can feel the edge is just starting to come off of that sun as it drops down behind us, getting a little closer to the horizon. Don't think we're going to quite need the lights tonight. We should finish before that time.
We should be at Giovanni. Giovanni Francis.
He's making his way out of the tent now as the Archers huddle up for their B4 defensive huddle. Orlando getting ready to go out and make sure all the players get out on the field. Giovanni waiting with his bat in the batter's box.
So they put Demo, I guess. They're going to put Demo go out in the defense for
Nathan
Zion
Lawson
Prince.
is going in for Steve Patton.
Nathan Lawson for Steve Patton.
16 in for now.
Okay. So they've got a...
So we've got a sub
for the DH.
Yeah, we've got. So we had Demo come in for Zion. Now we have Nathan Lawson coming in
For Patton.
for Steve Patton.
Yes.
Doug Biggins still out there in the field, though still designated fielder. Couple practice tosses there with Chad as they wait for the defense to set up, and Gio tries to stay in the shade before he comes up to home plate.
Yeah. No, you're good. Right there. You might hit a $2,000 camera. All right.
And Gio making his way up to the plate. Blue and white cleats to go with his red, blue, and white jersey. Ethan Johnson moving back and over a hair. John Walker moving him out.
Shout out to Johnny Walker. He's got to have a couple, maybe 30 World Series under his belt. Formerly a Denver Storm pitcher and head coach for a while. And now volunteering with the Archers.
So here we are, ready to go for the first pitch of the 4th inning. Giovanni. And it's going to be, let's see if it's going to go foul on the right. As he turns around and comes back halfway to third. Yeah, it just barely hit right at the line and bounced out.
Giovanni usually hits it towards center field or a little left center. So I was pretty excited to see him pop one to the right to kind of scare these guys a little bit, or give them something else to look at that they're not prepared for. Because Archers are very prepared, it seems. They're putting people in the right spots, moving people around with different batters. When we get to this winter side of the bracket, the strategy is amazing.
It's going to be a pop-up foul right back to our catcher.
And speaking of families, we play each other so much a lot of times, especially now in these a lot of more regional tournaments, that we get to know our opponents pretty well. There's a lot more scouting in beat ball than
people would think.
that there was when I started for sure. You would just show up and whoever's at the bat, you don't know nothing about them, or it's never. Whoa, there we go.
And that's going to be another to the right, just over
it
by
gonna be
Kyle
fun?
Bora. He's gotten a hold of it.
Got
and
him.
He's got it. Kyle Bora for the putout, and the Archers holding those Chicago Comets down. Still an 8-0 lead.
10 straight batters retired for the Archers, for the Comets here. Archers shutting them down on
Juan
the putouts.
Gonzalez, Gio, jogging back over to the bench for the Comets amid calls for him from the bench.
Asking for a new ball is Christina Smers, the veteran spotter for the Comets. Oh,
And it's going to be a nice pop fly, just dropping past, but it passed. Oh, Kyle recovered with that, and another one for Kyle Bora. Boom, boom, right in a row.
Kyle Bora, 2 in a row.
Style points, boy. Style points.
Alex Gamino for the Comets. Kyle laughing about apologizing for making those putouts. Chad waiting for Alex to set up at home plate. Orlando calling out to the field that it is Alex at bat.
11 up and 11 retired. Let's see if we can't open this up here. Let's get a run. Comets to kind of change this momentum around here a little bit. Give them some motivation here.
And just underneath for a strike. Just over the top. And it's going to be foul hard on the Archers
Wow.
bench side.
I had good
About
contact, just
60
foul.
foot up in the air.
Yeah, if Gambino, I always get corrected by him. It's not Gambino. I like to say the big Bambino. It's a big baseball reference to the Babe Ruth.
Yep.
But Gambino, if he puts it in the air, he's got a shot because I think he's got decent
He's pretty
speed.
fast.
Yeah, for the Comets.
And it's a grounder right along the line, but
Mark.
Mark Morris over there as Alex runs to third.
Got him.
And no problem for Mark Morris with that
Yeah.
putout. 2 for Kyle Bora, 1 for Mark Morris, bringing the Archers in as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 8-0. Comets with nothing up on the board. Archer's starting to feel pretty relaxed, casual, a lot of joking going on the bench over there. Comets going to have to hustle down on this defense so they can get back and get some offense up on the board.
12 up, 12 down. That's hard. But again, we want to remind folks that the Comets played 10 innings.
They had a very
Earlier.
long game earlier.
So they're pretty much into their third game of the day now because there's 6 innings in beat ball. So if they played 10 to just try to complete one. Here they are in their 4th inning here, and 12 up, 12 down. I got to say that they're tired, but at least they're making contact. I think 4 Ks out of the 12 is a better average than what we're looking at here after the 2nd inning. So Chad is adjusting. He's making contact, but the hits are going straight to Mark Morris and Kyle Bora.
And Kyle Bora. Yeah. So that substitution that we were talking about earlier
yes.
with Nathan Lawson is now stepped up to the plate for his first at-bat of this game.
Nathan Lawson, 2nd-year player in beat baseball. Had a big run, I believe, in the World Championship game last year with Philly Fire. That was the first time I ever saw him live playing a game. And here he is. He's also done pretty well regionally. And a big part of what the archers are building here.
It's going to be just underneath, and whatever they are building well. Have a go-kart running off in the back of the field. Going to hold for that. 2 of them going across. And just underneath for a strike.
All right, 2 swings and misses, clean swings and misses there.
And
3.
another strike. A little unusual for Mike today. He's been pretty hot on. And there he goes, right to Rich Schultz, just past, bounce off his fingertips as Nathan sprints down.
He's
and
there.
takes out first, so that is another run for the Archers. Ever bigger gap, 9-0, Nathan Lawson.
And that's another one that was deflected off of Rich. So
It was just going so fast as he tried to grab it, just bounced off the tips of his fingers and went ricocheted off. Starting over with Mark Morris back up at the top of the lineup for the Archers.
yeah, I heard Schultz say off me, and Nathan's got pretty good speed. He got to that base. Good substitution. Good substitution for these guys. Okay.
And a foul as it rolls off the top of the bat.
Back to Mark Morris.
He's got some lightning strike stickers on his blindfold. It's not a mindfold, it might be a golf.
It likely is, I would guess. Knowing Mark.
Tip right turn.
Whoa! Hit it right over here to us.
Zena with the put out, appreciate you.
That was just an assist.
We've got live streamers making putouts over here in the back. We've got the scorekeepers making putouts.
And a nice pop fly by Mark Morris right to Alex Camino, laying down, but it's by his feet. And Mark's
he's
already
too
there,
fast.
taking the entire base out with his feet. And Archers go into double digits, 10-0.
10-0.
Bottom of the 4th.
2 men up, 2 runs in. And here we go. The next
substitution with Demo.
He is a 3-year board member who's not seeking re-election. We're going to miss Demo. He's helped us out a lot of things. He's also the chair to our ranking committee, which pre-ranks the World Series tournament. And he just had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Demo.
Yeah. And he's been performing well at this World Series. And of course at all the regional tournaments like most of the Archers do.
And a hard swing as he brings that around and the ball goes under the bat.
Demo, a native St. Louisian?
St. Louisian.
St. Louisian.
And it's going to be
It's
a
a
grounder
grounder
foul
foul.
to third base.
Still's got, I believe, mom here and family members who get to come watch him play. That's what he loved about coming to the World Series in the St. Louis area. Although we're a little across the Mississippi here in Illinois this year, but still not a far drive
Still in the area.
for family to come check him out and play, and he's been doing well.
He did take a hit to the face yesterday.
Oh, right, a ball.
Ball came right down, bounced
Lined
off
right
of
in
his
the
face,
face.
bounced around on the ground, and Ethan Johnston picked it up for the last out of the game.
Oh, there's
Just underneath,
3 strikes.
almost spinning completely around.
Here comes the money pitch, as some of the teams say out here in the beat ball world.
And a grounder hard by Rich Schultz. Oh, Rich kicked it with his foot as he ran past it. Dustin Younger
Demo
going to
scores.
scramble it, but that is a run for Demo.
Demo scores.
Double ones, 11 for the Archers.
There's one more run until we go to the 12 run. Because this is
It's 11-0.
It's 11-0, and we're in the bottom of the fourth. So if
Ethan Johnson.
they hit the 12 mark here, and then when the inning is over, then we'll
12-run
be in the
rule.
12-run rule, which is a mercy rule, sort of, in beat ball, to give the defense or the losing team a chance to recover and keep the games a little more even. But it doesn't look like they're stopping anything now.
Doesn't look like they're ready to release that batting privilege.
Yeah, both substitutions coming in and with positive results, Nathan and Demo. That's a good sign for the Archers looking forward here that their depth chart, 8 or 9 players here that are pretty useful. You need this in that hot sun. I mean, Comets haven't made any moves.
There's been 0 substitutions on the Comets.
And I don't think they have a DH or a DF. They're just playing everybody. Oh, no, they do have Daniel. They have Daniel, yeah. Okay.
Strike. Oh, we have Christina's calling for a.
There's Christina asking for the new ball.
We knew it was going to happen eventually.
I knew it was going to happen eventually. I heard the female spotter of the Archers say that earlier, and I sounded like Christina. But some of these Midwestern accents in the beat ball when
we all sound the same.
When you have the beat ball going and the bases going, and you're trying to, listen to the plays and stuff. Sometimes when you hear the voices, it's funny here.
New ball tossed
New
out.
ball tossed out. We still got Jason Frazier at the catch.
Huh?
Can I get a new count then?
Yeah, one sec. Wait,
I
brand new
like it
count?
brand new.
No.
Just acknowledging the count.
Ethan's a funny guy, or he likes to think he is. He's always joking around. Positive dude. Joking around with the umpire. Ooh.
Just underneath.
Foul tip.
Catching the net.
Okay, here we are. Money pitch.
And it's going to be a hard
He got it.
grounder right past Danny. Alex Camino coming over. It's past his fingertips.
Oh,
and
man.
He's
He's
gonna be
saved.
safe.
Wow.
That is now at that 12-0
There it is.
range with Rich Crussell coming up to the bat. It's just how many more will the Archers put up?
They're definitely not striking out at all.
Not at all.
I don't think Mike
That Mark
Curtis has
Morris,
had-
that very first, was that that wasn't this game?
Yeah, no. No, everybody
Yeah,
has
everybody.
been put out by the
Yep.
by the Comets. Mike Curtis is K-less.
Game yesterday
In this game.
that Mark had 1 strikeout, and that was it for the whole game.
That's good. Right, Rich Crussell.
Mike Reese stomping down some of that hole there again at the pitcher's mound. Asking for more water out on the field again for the Comets.
Try the base.
And is it? All right, and gonna bring water out for the Comets. A great big thank you out to the entire NBBA board, all our umpires, our scorekeepers, base operators, our base judges, everyone out here for this entire brutally hot week. More jugs being brought out.
So let's see. I have some officials here. We mentioned Cassie already, the tournament director, but some of the folks helping her, Knox Ward with equipment. We've got Jamie Simpson, who's the tournament assistant director. Cameron Simpson, who's also assisting in the tournament area. Katie Medina, we did mention her, tournament assistant and running the fields over at Reinecker, the second complex we're using for the World Series. Our head umpire, Jaden Price. Another umpire, Kemp Price. He's talking about this family stuff. You're hearing all these last names that are, in the same family game. We have the John Lekowski, also an umpire. Mike Wooders, an umpire. Dave Taylor. Jordan Simpson, who's doing this game here. Dave Robert. Austin Hawkins. Also, I believe from the area here, Austin Hawkins. He's a second year now beat baseball umpire who started at the World Series here last year, I believe. And here's another rookie, Jason Blankenbaker. I think this is his first year umping at the World Series. So welcome to Jason, and thank you to all these umpires who are head officials or the officials in calling balls and strikes, making sure that the game goes on smoothly with some integrity. And we're back at the plate for
Rich Crussell.
You want a big game? Let's go, baby.
And that's going to go foul on the first base side. Rich getting about 10 feet out before pulling up. And there's quite a few divots out in the ground past first where people have tackled it and run past it and slid. The ground's a little bit more torn up on the first base side than the third base.
Rich is 1-2, or 1-4-2, so he's scored and he's been put out. Oh, there we go. That's 3 strikes on Rich Russell. Puts it in play.
Nice hard line drive to the left. Dustin Youngren laying down. Bouncing off his chest.
Man,
and
that
Rich
is
Russell
rough.
kicking out third. 13-0.
13-0, no outs. That's the
clincher.
That's the tough part about this right now. They're just extending this 12-run rule to be insurmountable if they keep rolling here. It has happened quite a bit where, the team
come back
from the 12-run rule. I've played in a few of those, but the way Chicago has been struggling at the plate, it's going to be hard, and now they're struggling at the defense to shut down these K-less archers.
It's going to be a strike for Kyle Bora. The ball slides under the bat. It's going to be a bouncing little grounder out to center left, just past Danny Hernandez. Alex Camino struggling to get it. And that is going to be a run for Kyle Bora.
Oh, man.
Just kind of struggling to get control of that.
You could not
quite in
keep
time.
it under control. That is something about defense, is you have to be clean. You got to pick up the ball off the ground. It has to be off of your body as well. It doesn't have to be high off the ground. It just got to be off the ground and off of your body. So most folks, lift it about a few inches.
Just with their elbows on the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, it is tough when the ball's, definitely rolling hard, and you're trying to be clean with it. And if it's a bang play, as they say, where the offensive player is getting to the base at the same time you're still trying to secure, then usually it goes to the base runner, because you're probably not off your body. You don't have it under control. Earlier this week, I totally had a put out, and I slipped out of my hands within a second or two, and I didn't have it up in time, and the guy makes that base. So
makes that run.
Bobbling the ball, juggling it, the tough breaks that they're getting off of the ricochets off of folks.
A lot of balls bouncing off of fingers. Comets taking a quick defensive break there, huddled up on the field. Chad Perry ran out there as well. They're huddled up, now breaking.
Now they have Nathan Lawson.
Nathan Lawson will be up. He just stepped out of the batter's box during that timeout.
1 for 1 is Nathan Lawson. He came in, took all the to the fourth strike and hit it. I mean, it's just Mike Curtis. If you're giving him 4 strikes, he's not going to miss your bat today. That's not. Doesn't
Mike
seem
Curtis
the case
is
here.
definitely on point all day long, all week long.
Yeah, but in this game, wow. This is the first time I get to see them at the World Series since I've been playing the game with the Bayou City Heat. I'm glad to have a bye tonight and get to enjoy some beat ball
From a different
from a
perspective.
different level here. And I'm enjoying this. This is great. And I hope that folks are enjoying our live streams.
Thank you to Graham Athena and their productions doing the video streaming.
We're going to do 2 of these a day until the World Series Championship on Saturday, where we might have to do 2 there too. We'll know. You never know.
You just never know. Nathan back up to home plate. Jason confirming that there is 0 outs.
Is it 14-0?
It is 14-0, bottom of the 4th. Nathan Lawson up.
Whoa.
Nice hard foul, almost taking out third base. Rolling again almost all the way to the equipment tent. Got some spectators over there going to stop the ball and give it a toss back. Getting the ball to Johnny Walker. And he in turn will get it to Mike Curtis. It's a little warbly.
Yeah, the tone did change a bit. We'll see if they ask for a new ball.
Bill being moved over behind Rich Schultz. And a little Dustin Younger moving over a little more to center. And nice high pop-up. I think that's going to be...
Fair.
No, that's fair. It's passing. And he's
He's
already
there.
kicking
Wow.
over third base. Tumbled head over tail twice. Another run up and still no outs. 15-0 Archers. 7 in this inning alone with Mark Morris back up.
The dangerous Mark Morris back up the bat. Who's been put out, so
It's not impossible,
not impossible.
but you
Well, I
better
believe
be
he's 2 for
quick
3
and
now.
clean.
Yeah.
It bounces off your fingers. It's a done deal. Mark will be at the base. It's a long time for the Comets to be out there in the field. High pop-up, gonna be short and just barely fair. Danny Hernandez coming up on the...
Got
and
him.
He's got it.
Okay, Danny Hernandez
breaking
gets
that
Mark
tie.
Morris.
It is possible. Danny just showed it was.
Again. Yeah, I think that's a... Well, Dustin's got him out once. I think Danny's got him out once. So, yeah, Mark Morris is, I believe, 2 for 4.
Nice pickup, 47.
And that's 1 out. That's a good sign for the Comets. They need 2 more to get out of this inning. But unfortunately, they will be in the 12-run rule. And here we are to Demo, who scored his first run, who's 1 for 1. Demo puts it on the ground. Well, he did put it on the ground and it ricocheted off of Rich, so I shouldn't say that yet. If he puts it on the ground, he is probably the one that they can put out.
High pop-up.
When he
see
put
if
it up
it's
in the air.
That's going to be foul. He didn't even attempt to run.
That's a veteran there. He knew where it was going to land.
Felt
Don't
that
waste
off
the
his
energy
back.
if you don't need to.
Although I know coaches that will say you
Yeah,
run
you got to hustle
regardless.
every play. That happened to us earlier. Daryl Minor, veteran of our league hit the ball. And, oh, here we go.
It's going to be a grounder.
Here we go.
It's gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
roll foul, which is a good thing because Rich Schultz would have been right on top of that, as well as Danny Hernandez coming all the way over from center.
Oh, there
and
it is.
asking for the change of the ball.
If folks are interested in beat baseballs for their teams or for their programs, you can go to mbba.org/equipment and you can find the two vendors. They're not official vendors of the MBBA, but they are the two vendors that are making beat baseballs, and that is the Denver Beat Ball Group and Alfonso Medrano. So mbba.org/equipment and learn all about how you can buy your own beat baseballs, bases, chargers for those things, all that kinds of good stuff.
Or if you're just listening, you can go there and donate to help purchase balls to help make this World Series possible.
For sure, mbba.org/donate.
It's going to be a grounder short on the left. Danny
grounder.
Hernandez scrambling
Yes.
right over there. He
Got
has
him.
a hold of it, and that
Told
is
you.
going to be an out. 2 for Danny Hernandez to slow down this Archer's train.
Yeah, he just kind of chopped that right into the ground, and that's what I said. If he provides a grounder, they're going to have a little time to get Demo out there, and so that's what happened. And here we are to Ethan.
And it's 15-0
15-0.
Archers at the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs.
2 outs. All right. Here's a way to get out of the inning. Ethan hit a huge pop-up the last time, so if he does that again, good possibility he's going to score again.
At least 50-50, right?
Well, I would say with Ethan hitting a pop-up, it might be like a 60, 70 to 30, but 40, but
And it's going to be
Oh.
a grounder foul on the left, which is something not he wanted to work with.
yeah, if I were to guess Ethan Johnston's batting average, I would think it'd definitely be over 600. So 60-40, we're going to say, Rosina. For if Ethan puts it in the air, he's going to score. But again,
And just under the bat.
again, Mike Curtis making contact with every one of the batters that has been up today. And there it
it's
goes
gonna be
again.
a line drive to the right, and then that pocket. There's Alex scrambling for it, but
He's
Ethan
a
tackles
run.
first. And now we're at 16-0 for the Archers. It is now not a seep, but it is a steady bleed for the Comets.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Crussell coming up to the plate as Ethan comes through the field to head back to the bench. Orlando getting his teammates to call him in.
I want to say Ethan hasn't been put out at all. Oh, yes, he was in the first inning, so he is batting 750 right now.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Bouncing, and
Ooh,
it's
hit
hit
Mike.
Mike. He
Yeah.
turned, caught him right in the ham hock.
Ah,
Can't reach that.
if the ball hits the pitcher, they consider that a dead ball, and they'll have to do a redo. And it also didn't travel 40 feet, so it's not a playable ball. Hitting the
They're
ground.
bouncing and just barely going fair. Danny coming right up
on,
on
Danny.
top of that.
Danny got
and
him.
He's got it.
All
so
right,
that is a
stop it,
hat
lady.
trick for Danny. 1, 2, 3 with those
Wow.
outs. Finally bringing the Comets back in to take care of this 12-run rule position they are now going to be in.
And so I just heard Demo say law 6, and that is the sign that you tell your defense you need 6 more outs to close out this game. But you said 15-0?
It's 16.
16-0. Or the Comets could get 17 runs to climb out of this 12-run rule.
Comets doing a huddle up there to rejuvenate and try to take control offensively on this game. They've not been very successful offensively. 0 runs on the board. Going to have to connect and get it past Mark Morris and Kyle Bora, which has been killing them on defense currently. We'll have Rich Schultz will be coming up to the plate when Archers finish taking the field.
I want to say we saw maybe 20. I'll do the math here in a second, but I'm still just really impressed with no Ks, 4 innings, 16 runs.
For Mike.
For Mike. And for the Archers. That's a big deal. The Chicago Comets play good defense.
But if you can't get on the board.
Yeah, if you can't get on the board, and if you have these guys hitting fly balls and line drives and running fast, it's not easy. The ricochets, tough breaks on defense, some tough breaks on defense too, but overall the Archers have just been hitting the ball way harder and in better spots than Comets.
Sound off from the Archers out in the field. Rich Schultz, left-handed batter up at the plate, has a hole in each of his knees on his baseball pants there. Definitely, he's been diving for the ball there, but quite a few bounces off the fingers.
All right. Rich Schultz,
Top of the 5th, 16-0. Comets in the 12-run rule.
Nobody likes to be shut out like this, and so Rich is still going to swing super hard and try to get on the run, get on the board here, because 16-1 sounds better than 16-0 for sure. Still a big deficit, but nobody likes finishing with a 0.
With a 0. Just catching the edge of that on the tip of the bat. And
put it in the
bouncing grounder, but it's right over to Kyle Bora as he runs to first.
Yeah.
Kyle's grouping that up, and
Picked
that's
it
going
up.
to be
Put
out.
out.
Kyle Bora,
That is
the nemesis.
the 13th batter retired in a row by the Archers.
16-0. 1 out on the Comets.
And we go to Dustin, who has struggled at the plate, struggled at the defense.
He's gotten a couple out, but it has definitely been a struggle.
Yeah. I want to thank all the 19 teams that are here at the World Series, including our friends from Taiwan Home Run. We hadn't seen them since 2018, so making us an international tournament for the year.
Dustin Youngren. And ball going over the bat. Yeah,
Still swinging really hard.
never seen the Taiwan team, so this was a treat for me to be able to see them play.
Dustin Youngren uses a wooden bat to hit some of his home runs. Not many people are using those wooden bats, but he likes them.
And it's going to be just barely inside the line on the ground. Mark Morse run over there as he battles it out as he runs for third.
He's
and
safe!
he's going to be safe.
Dustin Youngren makes the
Mark
first run.
had the ball, just did not have it in control. And up, Dustin Youngren putting that number up on the board. It is now 16-1 Archers at the top of the 5th.
For 31, Gio Franchese.
Okay, we're going to get a sub for the Comets. Gio will be going out. And Vaughn will be
Kendrick
coming
Vaughn.
in. Kendrick Vaughn.
Yeah, have Oscar in the hole and then Eli. Gio. Oscar in the hole.
Okay, they're going to start letting some of their bench folks get a shot to score some runs. So they're going to start here with Kendrick Vaughn, who...
Be after Bill Landrum.
Oh, after Bill. So
Yes,
Bill's still going to get
Bill
a
is
bat
going to be
here.
at bat.
Okay.
But they are now up on the board 16-1.
Set. Ready, fit.
And just catching off
Oh,
at
there
the
we
very edge of the bat.
Came back and hit the scores table again.
Wasn't quite caught that time.
No.
Yeah, huge props for Dustin outrunning Mark Morris there to the base.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And he's
There's a big
nailing
hit.
it over right just to Kyle Bohr. Caught with his legs. He's got to get control of it.
got
And that is
him.
going to be
Wow.
out. Kyle Bora with that out.
Law 4, they got 2 outs now. They got 4 more to go. And we have a new batter, and this will be Vaughn.
Kendrick Vaughn.
Then I have 67 Oscar Gonzalez for 25 Juan Gonzalez.
They related? Brothers? Okay. We just got word that after Vaughn gets his crack, we're going to get
Oscar.
Juan's brother, Juan Gonzalez's brother, coming in. Oscar Gonzalez coming in for his brother Juan. I hadn't met Oscar yet. He must be a rookie this year.
Kendrick Vaughn.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And it's going to be a strike. Bat up at the ready.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Just barely over the bat. He's going to reline up, setting his bat up against from the home plate.
We got to reset sometimes after we take a big hack. Sometimes our feet will go out from under us, or
Spun around.
yeah. I heard him he was a little frustrated with that swing. He probably wasn't as comfortable with his stance or something, or the swing in general.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And
Got
that's
it.
going to be foul.
Oh,
Just
wow.
hitting barely outside of third base. That was a nice, solid thunk.
Yeah, it made really good contact.
Chad back in possession of the ball as Kendrick lines back up.
Yeah.
Three strikes. Can I get bases, please? Thank you. Thank you.
Probably trying to get another reorientation there. They asked for a base check and maybe another breather.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Nice pop
wow.
up. It's dropping right in front of Mark. Bounces off his hand, comes forward. Mark's laying on it. And
Got
now he's
him.
got control
Wow.
of it. Mark Morris.
There's a little pop to it, but again, right in front of Mark or Kyle. Not good news, because we're now to the top of
And
the
we move
sixth.
over to the top of the sixth. That was 3 outs for the fifth. Had 1 run by Dustin
Eli
Youngren.
Merkins in for 28. Alex.
And this is where we're going to see Oscar Gonzalez,
Perkins.
and we're
Coming
going to
in
see
for
someone
Alex.
else at some point.
So right now we have Oscar up.
This is good. My first time to witness Oscar Gonzalez at the bat for the Chicago Comets. I know they were trying to do some recruiting over the offseason, and Kendrick Vaughn with a big hit, or a good hit at least, just to Mark Morris, but now Oscar Gonzalez.
1 for the Archers.
Another
as
prospect here.
Top of the sixth.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Nice, good
Put
thump.
it in
That's
play.
going to be
Foul.
on the
Oh.
first base side.
Get on it now. Come on.
But he got a good hit. There's a big smile on his face as he comes back up to home plate. Ball back up to Chad.
Ready, man? Here we go. Set. Ready. Pitch.
Foul.
Straight down to the catcher. Emerson Barrett.
2 strikes.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Nice
Put it in play.
pop-ups, dropping down in Mark
Mark.
Morris territory. Mark over there has
Got
it,
him.
and that's going to be
Ugh.
out Mark Morris.
Almost the same hit as Vaughn with a little pop-up, but again, right when it hits the ground here in the Glen Ed Soccer Complex.
This is
last
Elijah
of the day.
Merkins.
20 for 45. McGlashan for Schultz.
Okay.
I am.
Elijah.
So Elijah.
We have one out in this top
What's
of the
Elijah's
sixth.
last name? They said.
Merkins. Merkins. Merkins.
I really like this. You know, when you're kind of in an insurmountable lead or deficit, to just give some of your new players a shot to,
Let them play.
you know, get a crack at one of these top tier teams here, and the Archers get in the game. Where, you know, you're not necessarily giving up, but you kind of see the writing on the wall here.
Just over the top of the bat.
You want to give everybody an experience at the World Series. And the Comets are good at spreading out the love for all their teammates and giving folks a shot.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Nice contact, and
And every
that's going to go
ooh.
foul just barely before it hit first base. Definitely getting some good hits from some of these subs that are coming in, though. They're all making contact.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's confirming that was a grounder.
Yeah, I like that. So he's asking how he hit it, but some of his teammates are just swing it again. It was foul. Doesn't matter.
Ready. Pitch.
Oh
Just
man,
over the top.
we're at the 30 strike or the 3 strikes here.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Pitch.
And
Oh
that's
man,
gonna
there's a
out.
K. That is the 5th strikeout for the Comets,
Yeah,
and we are down
20 in for 45.
to our
Yeah.
last out,
Mike
and
McGlashan.
Mike McGlashan. Many of us call him Hoodlum.
I have a feeling there's a story there.
Yeah, and he'll tell you it if you ask him. But it's all in love here. I mean, it is one of his nicknames, and in beat ball, there's a lot of nicknames out there for a lot of our different players and folks who've been around for a long time. But Mike is, he called him Hoodie, he call him Hood, all short for Hoodlum.
16-1 Archers, top of the 6th.
But Mike McGlashan, I believe a Hall of Famer in beat baseball.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Tipping off and rolling across into the catcher's mitt.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And just underneath.
That's 2 strikes on Mike. They're up to their final out here. 2 more strikes to go. Mike's actually someone who submitted a rule for 3 strikes, so I wonder how he would feel if
He was on
sees
that third
now,
one.
right?
Ready. Pitch.
And he is here.
And
Here
there it
we
is.
go.
That was the 3rd strike.
That rule has never passed to floor or out of committee, but he's a big baseball fan. He wants us to be 3 strikes like baseball, but we're an adapted sport. We're down to the 4th, and let's see if it helps him. And last strike. Oh,
And
clean
that's
strike.
gonna be
He's
out.
out.
So that is going to be our game for our 6 o'clock Archers versus Comets. It is 16-1, 12-run rule at the end of the 4th. And I have to say that contact and just solid consistency with Mike, with his Archers team, that's pretty much done it for me to tie up this game.
Well, please join us tomorrow. We got quarterfinals going on. We probably got a semifinal in there somewhere. And so, be on the lookout on all our social media sites. Thank you guys for joining in on YouTube. Again, Richie Flores, President of the National Beat Baseball Association, Rosina Foster, signing off, 16-1. Congratulations to the Gateway Archers, and good luck to them for the rest of the tournament. And the Comets, that's their first loss, so they're still in the tournament. They're just going to move to a different part of the bracket to try to win out here and come back back to the winner's side. So congratulations and to both teams for a hard-fought game. And thank you, Rosina, for sharing this